Hello everybody and welcome to my podcast where I ramble about all things knitting and everything else I am currently obsessing about this week. My name is Morgan. You can find me on Rambling Needles, or as Rambling Needles on Instagram and Ravelry. This is Rory. You can find her in all the same places. Yeah, welcome back if you're a returning viewer, and welcome new viewers. It's been I'd say a good month and a half, 2 months since I podcast last, so I'm a bit out of practice. So this one's gonna be fun. I don't have a lot of stuff because Christmas ending, so a couple of my things that I had finished went for Christmas presents. Yeah, it's been that's all I'm gonna say. I've been in a weird mood where I haven't really wanted to do Sorry, I thought I dropped my stitch marker. Haven't really wanted to do much of anything. It's like I want to knit, but everything I'm knitting on just wasn't what I wanted it on. So I didn't knit much since Christmas, but I will show you what I have. So let's start with finished objects. So first finished object I have, can I have that? Thank you. Is my Stranger Things cowl. It's upside down. So I will. Oh yes, I got a ring light for Christmas and a new camera, but you'll know that if you watch my Vlogmas. I have the rest of the videos for Vlogmas, I just haven't had the brain space to edit them. It's pretty much the same thing. If you watch the first 14 or whatever it was, I basically did the same things. But here's this. So this is the Stranger Things cowl by Lyrical Knits on Ravelry. This is it's a reversible cowl. Get it right. So it is colorwork. So you knit the one chart with, I did the red and the blue, and then you switch to where it's blue and red. But I really like it. It's soft and squishy and warm, and I'll put it on you. And it's just one of those that just like hugs up to you. So I like it. I recommend it. The blue yarn is Ink by Black Cat Fibers, and the red yarn is, I want to say Valeris by Destination Yarns, I think. It's a Game of Thrones spot that starts with a V, and the tag got thrown away. Not by me, but it did get thrown away, so I can't fully remember. My next finished object, I did finish the other one, hold on. I think I finished it. It might be a hoe, but I'm pretty sure I found it off last night. I did! Okay. So is socks for my grandma. So these, if you watched Vlogmas, you remember I showed you the ball, which is much smaller now, the gobstopper ball, of yarn I dyed for my grandma. So this is a merino cashmere nylon blend. So I dyed I dyed it up, mess with it. This stitch marker is from, Fangirl Fibers. I love them. I love them. I actually have some in my acquisitions because I can help it. But yeah, she actually sent me these for the Get Your Yards, which is granted. So they're super natural. So it's, oh, focus. Don't focus on me. I don't know if it's gonna focus. So it's SW for Sam Winchester. Anyways, so I finished the socks. I have both. I just bound them off last night, so they haven't been washed and the ends haven't even been woven in, but I've got those now. And you're thinking Christmas presents. Yeah, I dyed up the yarn, gave her the yarn in a box, and then I took it right back and said I'll make you socks. So I have stitch markers on these too. So again, it's a Supernatural one, so it says I learned that from the Pizza Man. And then a River Songs book from Doctor Who, and then this I got at Stitches Midwest. It is a hand-painted, handmade stitch marker from Lock and Lou. So I will have all those linked on my Instagram page. So, and it's public, so you don't actually need to be on Instagram. You can just Google it and come up, because I've learned that. And it'll take you to all the, if they have an Instagram, it'll take you to all that. I kind of get lax on show notes. But that was living in my Doctor Who project bag that I made. And I know I've had questions, but there was a very small amount of fabric that I got. It was on clearance, and I only had enough to make me a bag, and I've got enough left over to make a notions pouch, which I'm going to do because I need a new one. don't know if you can hear that. Rory's snoring and she has a finished object. So I might not wake her up. Okay, so then my next finished object is actually a design. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put it out. I'm going to get it washed and blocked because I haven't done that. I should. I just got lazy. And get pictures taken and then put it up, and then if anybody's interested, I'll do testing and then maybe put it up. So it's just an asymmetrical shawl. Instead, it hasn't been blocked yet. It goes through panels. So you've got, oh wow, I'm being focused. There you go. Okay, so a garter panel, a stockinette, seed stitch, and then stockinette again, and then it just repeats that up. And it's, what I like about it, it's very customizable. So I kind of stopped here mainly because I was done knitting. I just wanted a finished object, and I was close enough on this. My original plan was actually to make it way longer, but I didn't. So it's very wearable here, and it'll be even more wearable once get bigger once I block it. But yeah, just kind of however you really want to wear it. I like it. The yarn is Bad Wolf Girl Studios in the Yule Ball colorway, but I think it was like a not right Yule Ball colorway if I remember, because it was super cheap in a shop I got it for Christmas 2 years ago. But yeah, so there is that. It's a fingering weight shawl, but you don't knit it on like sock needles, so because I'm doing that. I've done that, so it's not fun. So yeah, so there's that. So if you are interested in it, let me know. And I'm going back and forth on whether or not to publish it. Okay, so my last finished object is, hi, are you awake? Yeah, come here, let's show you off. Yeah? No? Come on, show everybody. Yeah, we're gonna show them how pretty you are. Yeah, come here. Oh, okay. Yep. So Rory got a peppermint bark sweater. So I'll pull it up because I moved it while I moved her. Yeah. I woke her up. She's not happy with me. Okay, turn around and show her. So it is Peppermint Bark by Megan Reagan of Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, Bad Wolf Girl Studios. It's actually got a colorwork chart, 2 colorwork charts. And then I was looking at her Sabrina sweater, which I'm going to make at some point. Sorry, Charlie. The charts from there I'm pretty sure will work, so we can have matching sweaters when we get to that. But I just did, because it was my New Year's Eve cast on, and I was working on the Stranger Things cowl or my other one, and I just wanted small yarn, and smaller needles hurt my hand, and that's all I've really been working on, or big yarn and big needles. So I wanted kind of something in between. So she had released this, and I was like, that's perfect. So the yarn is Knit Picks Felici worsted in Surf's Up. I'm asking her, she don't know. It is very worn. When I first put it on her, I put it on to try it on and get some photos, and then she didn't take it off for 4.5 days. Like, I got it off of her to wash it because it hadn't been washed and the ends haven't been woven in. And then, you can go back. Yeah, you want to show the back? Yeah, she loves it. Yeah, then she wouldn't take it off. My mom actually had to get it off of her. And then, so now she wears it constantly. She was having nightmares though. She was having horrible nightmares. Like, wake up, not go back to sleep, hold me nightmares. And then she got that, and then they all stopped. So now she's mad at me because I woke her up, so she's gonna leave. Yeah, so she wears the sweater as much as possible. She wore it out a couple days ago, and it's been snowy and rainy and ooky here in Northwest Indiana. That's right, ooky. So she took it out, and it got nothing but mud the whole underside. She's short. I mean, not the short, but she's very low to the ground, so she doesn't get to wear that outside when it's ooky. Like today, she's not going to be allowed to wear it outside. So we'll take it off when we go out and put it back on when we come in. But she does have a coat, so don't worry, she's fine. She's spoiled as all get out, and she loves clothes. So I have to make her another one to swap when that one gets dirty. And I'm also going to make my cousin one. Her her dog needs it. So Katie. So if you've been here from the beginning, you know Katie, and you know we would not be here without Katie. So we're very grateful to Katie, and we are gonna make her one. All right, so I think that's all the finished objects that I have. I also finished my Desert Vista Dye Works socks in the Summer Harvest colorway. I'm pretty sure last podcast I had cast those on, but I'm making no guarantees. Yeah, I made those for my aunt for Christmas because she loves socks. She actually steals my other aunt's socks. So I made my other aunt's socks and her socks, and they all just become Tammy's. So it's fine. I finished that. I finished my Saturday morning sweater by Tristan Molina of Dragon Hoard Yarn and Dragon Hoard Designs. That one, the one for my aunt. So the one in the last podcast, the blue one, the blue and the black. I don't have those, and I could get pictures of them, but they left for a cruise, and I just don't want to go over there and take pictures. Or I could have gone over to steal them, but I don't want to get out of the house today, so I didn't. Yeah, so I finished that as well. Both Christmas gifts were well received and loved. So yeah, I think that's all the. What are you doing? Oh, she's got a stuffed animal. All I could see was her biting something. Dr. Pepper, because we gotta be on brand. Not sponsored, but I definitely would not turn that down. So if you're listening. Okay, so let's, oh, sorry, I have all my finished objects. I made a scrunchie. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. I'm going to, I think it's the yarn. It's a DK weight yarn. I actually got it at Aldi's. So it's DK weight yarn, but I am going to cast on, I've got the stuff over there to cast on a fingering weight one. Because my craft show, like I know I mentioned my craft show in November that I do at our local fairgrounds. That's amazing. They actually are going to do, excuse me, they're going to do a spring one, and hats, gloves, and scarves really aren't spring, but I'm going to do it. So I thought scrunchies. So this didn't work, so I'm going to try it with fingering weight yarn. Just Michael's, what's that, loops and thread in, it's like a maroon color hat, but yeah, that you can get, it's 100% acrylic or something like that. It's cheap enough because I mean I've got, you know, I could do it. I could get a lot out of a skein yarn, but I don't want to have to make people care for merino. So, okay, now we're on to whips. So my first whip is actually an existing whip from, spring of last year. It is the Oracle shawl. I want to say something wicked, but those are the mitts, and I've been wearing those like crazy. So, but the Oracle shawl. So which way do you go? You go this way, right? Yeah. So this is the Oracle shawl. I am on the brioche section. So I just started. I haven't touched it in like a week, and I probably won't. This is just kind of something that I'll pick up here and there because it's something I want to make, and I want the finished object, and I'll enjoy the making of it. But we'll get up to 1,000 stitches, so it's just going to be a here or there project. Actually, I think it's more like 1,200 stitches. But it'll be just kind of a here or there or something that I'll work on in like the car if we go camping and that to drive. Just yeah, I'm not too determined to. It's not something that I'm like I need now. It's a beautiful pattern and I want it. It's not something I'll really wear, but I want it, so I'm prioritizing. This also has a Supernatural stitch marker on it. Can you see that? Yeah. Carry on my wayward zone. So I think every project I have going, except for that one, because I just cast it on last night at like midnight because I didn't realize it was that late. And I was like, oh, I should go to bed. Has one of those on there. Mainly because I didn't have any in my notions bag. So this is living in my Lila Styles Aquatar bag. Aquatar is A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is a book series by Sarah J. Maas. It's awesome. I love it. I also have it's a keychain. My original intention is to turn these into stitch markers, and that's still my intention. I got these from, I think, Alyssa J Designs on Etsy. I'll look at my Etsy thing and tag them. Rory, were you laying on this? It's covered in Rory hair. It needs washed. Anyways, I dropped it in dirt, so the bottom's got dirt all over it. I won't show you that. But yeah, I thought it was very fitting because I first heard of that book from Kristen of Vollenbein. Oh, it's the Oracle Shawl by Vollenbein. Kristen from Vollenbein. I don't know if I said that, so I'm gonna say it now. I'm only at, what, 15 minutes? That's not bad. Okay. So I will set you over there. Next whip is, so I cast this on last night. So I got this bag. I did a Christmas bag swap. So this is from Yarn Crazy Obsessions. I really like it. It's drawstring and it's got handles. It's the first time I'm using it because I have a crap ton of bags and it's just how I pull from the pile, and I figure I should rotate instead of, because generally I'll just like this bag. It just goes from one, finish one project and put the next one in it. So yeah, which I can actually throw that over there because there's nothing in it. So yeah, so I've got this. This is just Red Heart in the Maltese, Red Heart Maltese in the colorway Icelandic. I just cast on a baby hat. But I couldn't think of the first one, the first part, baby. I have brain fog, and it's still like, it's only, what time is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning, so. But it's gloomy, and everybody's out of the house right now, so I thought I'll get it done now while I'm up, and then I can spend the rest of the day editing, or the new Sabrina came out today, so we'll see. But yeah, so I cast that on. Just the beginnings of it. I think it's a baby hat. It's gonna either be a baby hat or baby sweater because the stitch marks with the stitch count was the same, and if it started off as a baby hat, but I might just turn it into a baby sweater just to have. Cause I'm gonna be an auntie if you didn't know. She's due in first week of May, last week of April. Last week of April, I think. I don't know. The due date changed. It went back a week. But she's gonna be a girl, or she's having a girl. I'm excited. So I've got a bunch of yarn. All the baby knits are coming, but I just haven't got that part yet. Yeah, and then my last whip, I cast on the, no, that's just the charts. Okay. The, words elude me. Halloween Heart Sweater by Megan Reagan. Bad Wolf Girl sits in it. It's in Bad Wolf Girl Studios. So yeah, so I mean, it's just the very beginnings of a collar, but I did cast it on. The yarn is Bellatrix, but from Megan Reagan of Bad Wolf Girl Studios. I actually bought this yarn. You'll remember, if you watched the podcast before, remember when I got it. It's been months, but she had it. She had her whole shop on sale, so I got a sweater quantity of yarn for a really good deal. I am not the smallest of girls, so it takes more yarn for me. So if I get to the point in my shop, no, shush, Griffin, Rory. Oh, I thought we'd have one. I can edit that out though now because I've got a camera. Yeah. So if I ever get to the point in my shop where I'm dyeing like sweater quantities of yarn, there will be, or like I'll have multiple colors, you know, more than just like 1 or 2 or 3 of this, what I have. I will do a tiered promo code. Whereas if you like 4 or more, you'll get some from each skein you buy of the same color, you'll get more off. Just because I know that it takes, depending on the sweater, anywhere from 4 to 6 skeins of fingering weight yarn. That's 4 to 6 skeins of yarn of fingering weight, sport weight to DK, depending on the sweater and what it is. And this is colorwork, so I have the first colorwork skein. My ball winder was messing up, so I didn't kick up all of it. I kicked up 2 skeins for the sweater, and then the first colorwork one. This is Patronus. I think it's just gonna blow out like crazy. It's very pale gray. For that, so I'm gonna do. I've got that. It's something I want, so it's something I'm working on back and forth. So my plan is to personal show knit, kind of balance it out. But yeah, so there's that. That's living in my Marvel sweater bag that I made. I do have this fabric in here, not this size bag, but I do have bigger sweater-ish bags. Like, they're not this bag by any means. I actually cut this out. I was going to make it for something else. It was actually going to be for somebody else. I was going to make a kind of diaper-ish bag, and then I decided not to do it and just made a smaller bag. And stole this for me. So, I've got that. Okay. So I've got that. Oh, okay. So I dyed up some yarn, kind of wishy knitting now, to make the Saturday morning sweater. Or Saturday morning sweater. Because it's in my head. The Everyday Slouchy Beanie by, ooh, excuse me, Tristan Molina of Dragonheart Designs. So I dyed up this. So, I'll tell you this yarn. I was trying to dye up Walker, which is in my shop. And I thought, oh, I'll do it. I did it backwards. So I got this color instead. But I'm not mad at it. Someone needs it. And then I dyed up this, which is just a gray mohair to go with it. Yeah, and then I put just the slightest bit of like a purpley red to it. Just kind of messing around. So I've got those. Yeah, so I'm excited to do that. I just have to wait. I had to order a needle. I didn't have the right size needle, so I have to wait for the needle to get here. And I did no rush shipping on Amazon because I ordered off Amazon. And I'm okay with no rush shipping because then I get credits and then I can buy books or movies or whatever. So that, this is living in my Pirates. Words elude me so early in the morning. My Pirates of the Caribbean bag. This is from the latest Pirates movie, I think. Yeah. I don't have any of this fabric listed in this bags listed in the shop with this fabric, but I do have some of this fabric. So if you are interested in this fabric, let me know, and I will do whatever size bag you want, drawstring or zipper. I just got it because I really liked it, and I didn't know if anybody else would be interested, so I haven't listed any. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's all for what I've been working on. We can go to, I will do now, kind of, I'll talk about podcasts I've been watching. Then I'll do, shop update. Or no. Yeah, shop update. And then I will do a giveaway because it's my 1-year Podiversary. So I guess I should have talked about that at the top, but I'll talk about it here. And then I will just chit chat about life stuff. So, podcasts I have been watching is pretty much all the podcasts that I'm subscribed to. If you look on my channel, I think you can see what I'm subscribed to. So you've got, I've been watching Grocery Girls. And they put out a new episode yesterday, so I'm going to watch that today. Vine, Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, The Girls in the Yarn Cafe, Homespun House, Crocheting Hoovian, Laura from the Lonely Knitter, Knitting Expats, Stranded Podcast. Okay, so apparently I learned how long I can film on a camera until it shuts off. Yeah, so Stranded Podcast, Honeybee Knits. I'm trying to think, and I know I'm leaving so many out. Crazy Sock Lady. But yeah, so basically if they've uploaded a podcast and it's in my subscription list, I've watched it. Or I'm going to. I do have to say I'm a few behind on some, but I plan on getting there. I haven't been able to watch like I normally do. My mom, she hasn't been feeling well, so she's been home a lot during the day. So we did get I watched a bunch of NCIS. But yeah, so the podcasts haven't been, they're more at night, so I only watch a couple episodes at night. Yeah, it's a podcast. Alright, so let's talk about what I am putting in my shop, or what's in my shop yarn-wise. I haven't really been making bags, but I did buy fabric, so we'll see how that goes. In the box I have, okay, so I have got 2 skeins of Speckle Spectacular, come on, in there, yeah, so 2 of these are in there. These are both on a 75-25 merino nylon. I'm just pulling. So I've got 2 skeins of board. Let's see, focus. Oh, that's blowing it way out. It's black with yellow and kind of like a muddied green-ish where the yellow and the black kind of meet. It's wanting to blow it out like crazy though. And that's making it look more green than yellow. But yeah, there are photos, better photos of that. So I've got 2 skeins of these. These are on worsted, 100% merino. I've got 2 skeins of these. This is called Muddied Water. That's making it look more blue than it is. Compare? No. It's more of like a tealy blue. I mean, it's definitely blue, but it's not blue like it's showing. Are you going to adjust that at all? No? Okay, yeah. Again, better photos. Muddied Water on 80-20 merino nylon. And then I've got a skein of Azrael is in the shop. This is based off of the character from, well, it's not, I didn't dye it up that way, but when I dyed it up, I couldn't think of a name, and yeah, it just came to mind when I was looking at it. So, but it's from Aquatar Quarter. So, there is 1 skein of this. This is on an 80-20 as well, 80-20 merino nylon. There is 1 skein of Walker left in the shop. This is what I was trying to dye up, and I did it backwards. So as you can see why I got purple. This is also on an 80-20. This is Pages of a Buck. So, yeah, I've got 1 skein of this left in the shop. This is on a 75-25. So pretty much all of these are repeatable colorways except for Muddied Water. I don't think I can repeat that, mainly because I didn't write it down in my book and I don't really remember how I did it. But yeah. This is smoked on, this is 100% superwash wool, so it's not merino, but it's just 100% superwash wool, and it's on a worsted weight. So there's that, and it's called Smoke for those of you who don't know. Spring to fall, my family and I run a food trailer called Smoked. We do smoked pulled pork, so it reminds me of the smoke that rolls out when I need to clean the smoker and or it's been set on fire, because that's happened twice. It's fine. Nobody was hurt. The meat was fine. Catch it real quick when the temperature starts skyrocketing. This is Caraval on a 100% wool, on worsted weight, 100% wool. That thing goes, sorry. That thing goes on a 100% wool worsted weight. And I'm considering taking this out of the shop and doing so. I don't know what I want to do with it, but I just really like it. And then this is, yeah, Event Horizon on 100% wool. I'm not checking the names. I'm checking to see what base they are on, because I wrote them down. Because when I first started, I just had a variety of bases. So, but yeah, so this is Event Horizon. That's actually decently accurate. Okay, this one is Beta on 100%, right? Yeah, 100% superwash wool. My skein's coming undone. So Beta is based off of Ryan Hurst's character in The Walking Dead. And then That Thing Goes is from Stargate. Or, I mean, Event Horizon's from Stargate. That Thing Goes is from Jackass. I have a variety of things. And then this one is Dancing Sky on 100% superwash wool. So, my Fitbit is beeping at me and I don't know why. Sometimes it does that. It just buzzes and it never tells me itself. So, yeah, so those are all in the shop right now. Pack these in here the best I can. If I can close the lid. Okay, yeah. So those are all in the shop. Alright, so for those of you who've made it this far, I am going to do a giveaway. Now, just for ease, I am going to be doing the giveaway on my Instagram page because it's the easiest way I know how to do it. I've talked to people and they said YouTube is a pain in the butt when you do it on YouTube. So Instagram's a lot easier, so we're going to do it on Instagram. So I will show you what I have. So it has been 1 year since I posted my first podcast. It has been longer than that since I filmed it. And I just want to say, I watched that the other day. Just because I wanted to see what it was, because I knew it was January. I felt like David Muir when I did it, because I did it at my cousin Caitlin's house, because I didn't have the right setup. I didn't have a camera, I didn't have a ring light, I didn't have anything. And so she, I was texting her, and she wasn't feeling good. So she's like, come over to my house, we'll do it. So we did it at her house, with her mom and my cousins, both all in the living room. We actually had to kick Megan and Anna out because they wouldn't stop talking and you could hear them. And then if you actually see that, my Uncle Jim comes in halfway through it. It just was very my family. It was very, like, that's how it goes. And then after that, Caitlin. I wouldn't be here without Caitlin. She gave me the push and she did it, and she did all the editing for a while, and it was, yes. So I'm very grateful to Caitlin. I don't know if she watches, but thank you. But yeah, and I just, from watching that to now, the awkwardness. I mean, I'm awkward as all get out. I will always be awkward. But it just, the awkward in front of the camera for me, I feel like I've gotten rid of. So I'm gonna take another drink because my throat is dry. But yeah. So, and because of that, I started making bags. And then I met dyers and I started dyeing yarn. And yeah. So I just had a lot of fun. I've met wonderful people because of this podcast, and it's amazing to see in just a year how much I've changed. My hair is definitely longer, which it needs cut, but and how I've met people and how my life has changed because of it. So I am truly grateful for those of you who watch. Even if there's only 5 of you watching, I'd still probably do this. So yeah. So I am going to do a giveaway on my Instagram. But if you don't have an Instagram, comment down below, and I can probably add, I don't know exactly how it's going to work yet. I'm still working it out, but I'm going to do a bag. So this is a Captain Marvel. It is a large size bag. So I figured I'm going to do that. And then a skein of Azrael on there. So you'll get the bag, the skein of yarn, and some stitch markers that I have. Stitch markers! I forgot my acquisition section. Oh, okay, well, I'll do that after this. If you're new, this is how it goes. If you've watched before, you know that's how my brain works. Sorry, I have the mohair out, but my nose itches like crazy. But yeah, so I do that, and I might even just throw in the pattern for this. I have to write it up, so if I get it wrote up, I will. But yeah, so I just want to say thank you to everybody who watches and has supported me and who has bought yarn or bags or just lovely comments and is very interactive, because I am not the most extroverted person. My phone just making sure. Okay, just making sure nobody's texting me. Yeah, and it's kind of, I'm very awkward and I don't really know what to say, and I'm sure I've mentioned on the podcast before, but for those of you who don't know, I do have Asperger's, so social interactions aren't my strong suit. Even online interactions aren't my strong suit. So I try to respond, and if I don't respond, or if it's one of two things. Either I didn't see it, and I saw it and I didn't know what to say right away, so I thought about it and then I just forgot, because I do have brain fog. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I enjoy it. So I'm going to keep doing it, whether if only 50 of you watch, or 5 of you watch, or 500 of you, which is baffling because I don't think I'll ever hit 500 views, or viewers, but it is what it is. So I am going to set this up on Instagram. So when I upload the podcast, go to my Instagram, and there will be the photo of the podcast, or yeah, there'll be a photo of the podcast, and then another photo will have the yarn in the bag and whatever stitch markers I have. And I'll give you instructions on how to do it, because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet. But yeah. Alright, so acquisitions, because I'm spacey and forgot. So I contacted Fangirl Fibers because I am a huge Sons of Anarchy fan. Kurt Sutter. So for the you don't know, Sons of Anarchy and mine are my thing. So I could never, you know, it's not big in the knitting world, so I could never find stitch markers or bags or anything. So I'm actually going to next month when my budget, I've got to refresh my budget. I'm going to contact Lila Styles and see if she will make me a custom Sons bag. So I will have to do that. But yeah, so I had her see if she would do custom stitch markers for Sons of Anarchy. And she said, yep, no problem. Just, you know, she'll work them up. And then she asked if I wanted anything else. And I said Mayans, but I'm like, that's a very intricate logo. And she said that it was too intricate, which I knew it would be. But I was like, hey, what's that quote? You miss 100% of the shots you don't do or take or something like that. Yeah. So she sent them over. Well, she made them. I got them. While I was in her shop, I bought more because that's what I do. And then they arrived super quick shipping. These things are amazing. I love them. I know I've said that like 6 times in the podcast before, but seriously, they're awesome. So here's one that's already on my, oh, come on. Focus on that, not me. So see, the Sons of Anarchy with the Reaper logo. I don't know if that showed up. It just wouldn't stop focusing on me, but I've given up. And it instantly went on it. And then I've got, she sent the heart. And then this is, if you can see, this one is the Sam Crow one here. And then this is the Redwood Original one. The Sam Crow one is Sons of Anarchy Motorcycle Club Redwood Original. So Sam Crow. But they are so amazing. Like seriously, I was blown away when they showed up. So these are awesome. Thank you. And then while I was in our shop, I also ordered some Star Wars ones. Oh. Come on now. Cooperate with me for 2 seconds, please. So there's that one. And then I will just do, maybe that'll work. Oh yeah, that works. Okay, so there's that. And this is her card. So it's Fangirl Fibers on Etsy. I could not recommend these more. Seriously, go check a shop out. They are such a good price for such a high quality work. Seriously. So check those out. Yeah, I didn't buy anything else. I've been really good. I haven't bought any yarn or bags or anything. Like, it's been really good. I did buy needles, but they haven't shipped yet. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys. I want one of those leather ruler bracelets. And there's quite a few on Etsy by quite a few shops. And there's some, I'm not sure, I haven't bought one yet because there's so many options that I'm like, I don't, you know, do you guys have a preference for which shop you buy those from? Because they actually came up on Amazon when I was looking. I was looking at something else and they popped up in my recommended. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, wait, I've seen those before. So I checked Etsy. But there's so many. And then I've seen so many people with them. And I'm like, well, I don't really want a super thin one, but I don't want a really thick one. And there's so many options. So leave a comment below if you guys have one. And if you have a specific shop you like to buy them from. Or on Instagram if you'd rather just message me on Instagram. Instagram is the best place to message me. You can message me on Ravelry if you don't have Instagram. I just won't be as quick as responding because I don't check Ravelry every day. But yeah. Okay. So that's all the yarny things I have. All the knitting. So I'm going to talk a bit about life stuff. What's been going on since the last time you saw me. So if you don't want to stick around for that, I understand. And I will see you next time. Thanks for joining us. For those of you sticking around, get ready for the ramble. So yeah, so like I had mentioned, my mom hadn't been feeling good. She's fine. She went to the doctor today, but it's not, you know, we're not too concerned with anything serious. So we've been watching a lot of TV because she's home from work. So we watched like 4 seasons of NCIS. We're caught up now. I got CBS All Access. and we're watching that live. We started into NOLA. We are almost done with season 1, I think. She's feeling a lot better now, so she went back to work. Just kind of over through December, into November, into December, she was kind of but she went back to work now, so she's all good. But yeah, so then, and we started Bowl. That's not bad. We're in season 2 now, I think. Watch that. I started The Witcher. I haven't finished it yet. I'm already in love though. Yeah. It's just been kind of winters. I love my winters because I don't have to leave the house and I get to stay with the dogs and I just get to be lazy, which I like. Yeah, we found out at Thanksgiving that, well, I knew beforehand, but everybody else found out that my sister-in-law is having a girl, so I'm going to be an auntie to a little baby girl, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It was really cute. My cousin Evie, so my cousin Caitlin, her brother's daughter, when she found out it was a girl, she was so mad because the only other girl in her family that's like her age is really mean to her. So she doesn't want a girl. So yeah, she was, boy, it's gonna be a boy. And when she found out it's a girl, she looked so upset. It was so cute. Yeah, let's see. I'm just trying to think of what I've done over the last month and a half. Nothing much really. I saw the new Star Wars movie. It was amazing. I loved it. Of course. I actually went and saw Bad Boys last week, the new Bad Boys. That was good. I like that. If you were a fan of the original, even if not, like, if you like action comedy movies, that was good. I want to go see The Gentleman, the new Guy Ritchie, Charlie Hunnam, Matthew McConaughey, Hugh Grant, Colin Farrell movie. It looks so good, but it's not playing around here. My theater is playing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and then Joker. I don't know. So, but I think it's because, you know, all the awards and that, they're doing it for the Oscars. But yeah, so I might go see Joker. I haven't seen it yet. I know, it's bad. But I didn't, when it came out, I just wasn't going to the theater, so. Yeah, nothing's really, I mean, nothing's standing out to me that we did. Rory got a sweater and she won't take it off. Winter's finally found me, so I have to bundle up like crazy when I need to take the dogs on the potty walk. And hopefully it goes away soon. I'd like it to go away soon. Yeah, I've been dyeing. I'm trying to dye more self-striping. So I was originally going to dye up some self-striping for the giveaway, and it might change by the time I do it, but that's what I'm sticking with now. Because it's just, I don't have what's that called? The weaving loom, or weaving board, whatever that thing's called. I can't think of it at the moment. But yeah, they do self-striping. I don't have one of those, and I'm not dyeing enough and making enough right now through dyeing to justify getting one. So I spread 2 chairs, kitchen to kitchen, or, you know, through the kitchen, through room, and do it. And then I've got one that I'm going to knit up and see if I like the stripes. So I'm trying to figure out my stripe distance. So like on my grandma's socks, there you get pretty much 3 on mine, and I knit my socks. I knit these on a 2.5. I don't know if I mentioned that. But I figured if you go up to like a 2.75, you're not going to get the same amount of stripes. So I want thicker stripes. I want thicker stripes anyways, but this was just me messing around with trying to figure out the stripe thing. And then, yeah, so we will see how that works. So now that I've cast this off, I'm going to actually make gloves because I don't really wear socks. But yeah, we'll see. So the self-striping updates will be, I will give you updates on if there will be self-striping updates. I don't know if you can hear her. She's over on the couch snoring. She did not sleep good last night, which means I didn't sleep good last night. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to get off of here and actually go eat something because I haven't eaten today. But it's only 12:15 in the morning, or 10 in the morning. So yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I know these are they keep getting longer. But I keep, the spaces in between keep getting more. So yeah, although my first podcast was like 10 minutes, but I was so awkward, I just like breezed through everything and didn't really talk about anything. And now I can talk. I'm more comfortable talking, and I actually have projects that I'm working on and have finished or things to talk about. So again, thank you so much for watching. Links for where you can find me should be down low if I do it down in the Dropbox. Yeah.